golden butterfly.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Let's go. Why can't I run in this place? There we go. That's better. Out of my way, bitches.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Dun, 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 dun. Out we go. Alright then, we'll take a police car. Or not. So it's gonna let me. Apparently I can't drive that. So we'll go in this one then.
Can you drive to this one?
Please.
Did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time in bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Subway terminal. Is there a Chinatown in LA? I think there is. Alright, what we got now?
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter.
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Wow.
Run along, boys, and let
Media are
get to work.
scumbags no matter what
We
decade
have
you're in, I
God's work to do
suppose.
here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Cool, let's get going.
And I thought this was such
Where
an
is he?
Detective, I was first on scene.
Oh look, it's Scara.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Cool.
All these cuts. It's gotta be something big.
Let's keep it going. And we're on the crime scene now. I think. Yep, the music's going. Who's this guy?
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here we go. This is very similar.
Similar in mode.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phil. All I'm saying is we've got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped.
The
Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Wow.
Be my guest.
How does this guy get to be like a top of the line homicide detective? He's a dick and he's not very good at the job. Right, nothing. Oh wait, hold on. Is she tied up?
Looks like she was tied up.
Yeah.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too.
So
I
what's
think her
that
watch
then?
might have been torn off.
Ah, right. Okay. Nothing in there. So they've got. Why are you doing that? Damn it. No, go on.
Never the same.
Alright, so.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Well, that was kind of stupid, wasn't it? Right, anything on this arm? The rings missing. And
What's this mark?
ring.
Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Yep, sounds about right. Missing jewellery. Can I go further down? Nope. Let's look at the head then. Strangulation.
Very
marks.
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
So a certain kind of rope then. Cool. Alright, so that's that done. So a bag. Let's take a look in there. Maybe we'll have some identification to tell us who she is. Deirdre Muller.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent-Teacher Association. It's a PTA. Anything else? Just cash.
The motive was robbery. Why not take the money?
Well, it's obviously not a robbery. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of the woman. Seriously. You don't rob someone and do that to them.
Detective, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Brae was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Can have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Wait, what? So that's A. That's C. Where's B? There's a B somewhere. It's got to be. There it is. That's footprints. Alright. Apparently we're done here. So we'll go to her house. Oh, this guy looks a bit flashy.
I hear you are very kind to animals, so please, get that face.
That dude's got a cool suit. Alright.
How bad is it?
Anyway,
Come on, you can tell me.
we'll go to her house, work over the husband and see what happens, I suppose.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Residential address of murder victim Deirdre Muller. Let's go. What are you doing, man? Make your mind up. Thank you. Come on, hurry up. Thank you.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we
doubt
were
it.
on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she?
Wow.
Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagined.
Guys,
Sitting there, ain't you, fella?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the
Wow.
mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
wow. Seriously, how does this guy become a policeman? It's very different times back then. He must have known somebody in the police force. That's the only possible explanation I could think of. Loading. Alright, let's have a look about. Knock on the door.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
We'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
It's, do I have to interrogate a 15-year-old?
Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Nah, she's not 15. She's not tall enough, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 11, 12-ish.
We're gonna have a look around.
This dude's so fucking lazy. Just sits around drinking and all sorts of shit. Alright, something on the fridge. Let's have a look. Empty fridge. Come on, there's clearly notes on the fridge. Apparently nothing for me to look at. There's a note there though.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, can't see what that is. Can I go outside and have a look in the garden or something? Nope.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Just keep going around in circles. Carrot. Why would I want to inspect a carrot? Nah, it's not letting me do it.
Nothing significant.
There you go. Let's have a look into the bedrooms. What's going on here? Nothing apparently. This is the girls' room, yes? Is this a diary?
Maybe. No.
Is there nothing let me look in it? Nope. Nothing in the girls' room, no? So, is this the parents' room? That looks like a ring box. With nothing in it.
No sign of a wedding ring.
And what's this? Let's open it up. What's that?
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Missing the watch and rings. Anything else to inspect here? Nope. Anything else? There's very little to go on so far. Should we just chat to her, see if we can find anything out? Alright.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm afraid not, love.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
That was terrible acting.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Doubt, maybe? She's a girl. Young girl in the 40s. They kind of like want stuff, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she might have been coveting her mother's things and her eyes are shifting about a bit. Obviously I can't straight up accuse her of lying. So I'm gonna go doubt.
You seem reluctant.
That's wrong.
About her
Fuck
jewelry.
you.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Alright, last contact with victim.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Alright. Small men's. Again, I've got nothing to be able to call her out lying. But like the eyes are shifting about a bit, and it's like, you know, she's not like looking straight forward. But I've got no reason to doubt her. We've got truth. How is
that?
Get you? My God.
Of course. It's Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and called, and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Alright.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
Third time's the charm.
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy.
There we
were they,
go.
Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Golden
I
butterfly.
know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
So there's the dad.
Hey! What kids?
Daddy, the
Go to
police
your
are
room, please,
here.
Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy,
This guy looks
Go to your
familiar.
room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
Is that one of the dudes from Heroes? Kinda looks
We have some
familiar.
questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Alright, footprints at the crime scene.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
His eyes are shifting about. He's gulping. He's getting a bit shifty. Well, I don't have any proof that he doesn't wear size 9s without looking at his feet. So, doubt.
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
Fuck's sake.
No, I do not.
You know what?
You finished making hints?
There's probably... You know what I probably missed? There's probably shoes in his bedroom that have got his size on them. And they're probably like size 6 or something tiny like that. Alright.
So you were here all night? You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You got any
And
way of
again,
confirming this
my
story
God.
of yours?
Jesus Christ, I'm doing so bad.
You come here making all these accusations.
I'm just doing so badly. Alright. Wait, what?
That's it? There's gotta be more.
I don't know what just happened there. Alright. Missing persons report.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was at a dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
No, you see, I can't really accuse him of... Alright, we'll try lie, and then we'll use the alibi.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller. Not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
Let's do this.
You better think about leaving. You're gonna have some trouble on your hands.
I think I've got every single question wrong so far. Alright. I'm just not going to be able to do this. That's all.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Let's try doubt.
What happened, Hugo?
Again.
Got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
I've done so badly. I've got every single one wrong so far. Oh my God.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true. God damn it.
Alright, So go lie, and then
is
we'll
true,
use
Hugo.
the butterfly
You're a
brooch.
violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Alright, let's try the brooch and see.
I know about
Yes!
the gold butterfly.
I got one
and how
right!
you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Wow.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello? Detective!
Okay, let's go question the neighbor. Screw you.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator.
Oh, God,
Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Come on. Gotcha! Inspect the incinerator. So that's shoes with blood on them.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
Wow.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
Okay.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
That price is outrageous.
Why is it telling me there's a police box here? Let's just call up the thing, see if we've got any messages.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number
Phelps, badge
564.
1247.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Did we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team?
I need
to
an
a
address
house
on a
at
Belmont
130
High
North
School.
Bonnie Bray Street.
Checking for you, Detective.
Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont High. Roger, 11K.
Wow, there's lots of overlapping talking at the moment.
Thanks, ma'am.
Cool.
oh, Susie, you are so
Right
bad.
then, where are we going now?
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's
You know the way. You can drive.
Apparently
Got
it's
it,
not a Belmont.
KGPL.
Oh wait, no. It's got the mob. Set as destination. That flower delivery dude. No, he knows.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, fellas. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed.
I don't think it was him.
Knows
It's
I've
too,
wanted
it's
to
too
kill some
simple.
lives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on it.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. Try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole.
Wow.
Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Oh, that was interesting. I still think it was him. That was way too simple. So she... And she wasn't stomped, she was hit with something by the looks of it, so... Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it was him. Los Angeles County Morgue. Even though I've gotten so many questions wrong and it could be. I don't know, we'll see. Let's go talk to the morgue, dude. Where is it? Is this
Phelps,
it?
Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Alright. So what have I got to do? Alright. So, am I supposed to like match them up?
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Bell ropes. Alright. That one don't look right.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Matt. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Okay. There's apparently a phone there, so let's use it. Is it in here? There it is. Let's call the computer.
Operator, give me dispatch.
See if we've got any messages.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective.
I do have a message.
Green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Cool.
Thank you.
In that case, it's probably the janitor that did it. So let's head down to the school. Where's the car? Here we are.
You drive.
You drive.
I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Okay, we'll get there and we'll probably find some evidence of the rope that we want to use of some sort.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. Coroner's.
How so?
No, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the plot.
Wow. He just accused the coroner of necrophilia. That's quite a statement. Come on, let's get to the school. See what we've got going on. Belmont.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What
Sounds
time did you
good.
see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
So it's this guy, yeah.
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now!
Go.
Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll
Time
take
to
the
chase
car
him
and see if I
down.
can cut him off.
Wow, the dude is really fast. Come on. Slow down, goddammit. The fuck out of the way! Jesus Christ. Impeding an investigation here.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Come on. Come on. Come on. So close. Come on!
There he is, officer.
Yes, I can see that. Thank you. Gotcha! Took some time. Wow. That dude can run. What's the problem with this time period?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Son,
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Wow. This dude. Alright, let's take a look. That's the brooch.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
What else have we got here? And we're not going to look at the car. There we go. There should be like some bloodstains that are around here. Unless the car's been moved. No. Alright, nothing there. Can I open the back? So I can. Well, that's the rope.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
I've already looked at that. There's the tire iron.
Could be important.
There's bloody clothes as well.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Hugo Muller, that's the husband's name. Alright, call central. Where's the blood from the, like, impact? There's like no blood on the floor. And would the dude really be stupid enough to just leave his things in the boot of the car? That makes no sense at all.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you. So let's return to Central for interrogations.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Back to the police station. So we can do this stuff.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I mean, obviously nobody likes a paedophile, but you don't want to put it on the wrong guy. I mean, he'll get... I suppose they'll catch him for something eventually. got to be honest. Maybe. Alright, so I've got two different people to interrogate.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Alright, so we'll go in this one first.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
That's good to know. Alright, let's have a chat with
You look like you've had it rough.
This guy.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
And place of
Down
employment.
on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job.
What that is.
A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
What's San Pedro? I mean, I've already got most of the questions wrong, so getting some more wrong isn't going to be a big problem. I've got no way of proving that it's him that's on the thing, because it says HM. It's probably going to be Hugo Mahler. Doubt.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine.
Oh no! Oh right, okay.
Can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Alright.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say.
God.
I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
No. Alright, shall I just go with the truth?
Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Eli must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitching braid. It stays tight.
Motive for Mahler
You
murder.
killed Mrs. Moeller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Let's have a look at this shit then. Bloody tire iron overalls. Should we call him a liar and use the overalls? Yeah, we'll call him a liar. And we'll go with the overalls.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
We'll go with the overalls.
I done
Really?
told you I found that pretty thing. I never stole it.
Scumbag.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next.
Wow.
Any idea what they might want to talk about?
Yep, okay.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
This is very true. Where is he? He's over here. Well,
I say we
looks like-
bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I don't know. I still don't think
Here's where
it's
we
him.
stand, Hugo. Your next door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Lie detector test. Alright, disposal of
Why did you
evidence.
burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know? Or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
I still don't think it was this guy, though.
You know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Again, it's like gulping and like fidgeting about. But I've got no proof that he knows anything about rope. I press doubt.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Is that the one that we had?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Should we go lie?
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
We'll use the tire iron as proof, maybe.
Your wife drove a
There we
Chevrolet,
go.
Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Wow, victim's vehicle.
We found your
recovered.
wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM, found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
That's a good point. Alright, I'm just gonna charge this guy, because I have no other proof. So.
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I've got no other evidence to point at anybody else. So that's probably the best way to go. Where's the pedo dude? Da, da, da.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work.
Whoops.
Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Well, never mind. I fucked up a lot in that. I got the majority of the questions wrong. Let's see. Yeah. I got more than half of the questions wrong. Wow. Got most of the clues though. Well, that could have been worse. Could have been a lot better. But is it possible to fail in this game? Because I bugged someone. But whatever. Never mind. Next one next time.